Hello children, welcome to another radio learning program for Primary 4 Science. This is one of the radio programs produced by Rwanda Education Board with the support from UNICEF, Rwanda, and in partnership with Inspire, Educate, and Empower Rwanda, IEE. My name is Teacher Gerard, and I will be teaching you science. Children, as always, get your pens and notebooks for taking notes, doing exercises, and homework that you will be given. Dear parents and guardians, we appreciate you for your meaningful support to the children in ensuring that the children are getting safe at home. I would like to continue reminding you to be close to the children and follow up what they are doing and support them where necessary. Thank you. Now, children, let us have our warm-up song. I will sing it 2 times. As you listen, then you join me to sing for the 3rd time. Is that clear? Good. I've got peace in the river, I've got peace in the river, I've got joy in the mountain in my soul. I've got love by the ocean, I've got peace in the river, I've got love by the ocean in my soul. Again. I've got peace in the river, I've got love by the ocean, I've got joy on the mountain in my soul. I've got peace in the river, I've got love by the ocean, I've got joy on the mountain in my soul. Okay, children, let us sing together. I've got peace in the river, I've got love by the ocean, I've got joy on the mountain in my soul. I've got peace in the river, I've got love by the ocean, I've got joy on the mountain in my soul. That is great. Okay, children, can you remember what we learned in our last lesson? In our last lesson, we learned about proper feeding, health, and common diseases for rabbits. Is that correct? Great. Can you write down some of the common diseases of rabbits? Take 15 seconds, my friend, to write some of the common diseases of rabbits that we learned. Great. The common diseases of rabbits that we saw last time include coccidiosis, ear scabies, tapeworms, pneumonia. Again, coccidiosis, ear scabies, tapeworms, and pneumonia. Is that correct, my friends? Great. Today, we are going to learn about importance of rabbit farming. Can you write that one down in your notebook? The importance of rabbit farming. Perfect.
Come along and play with us.
Children, commercial rabbit farming can be a great source of income and employment. One can use his or her family labor for rabbit farming. When I talk of family labor, I'm talking about the father, mother, children, and any person in the home can help in keeping and feeding the rabbits. then it becomes a family labor, and it is simple and cheap. That is good. We rear rabbits for so many purposes, which are commercial or home and self-benefits. We rear rabbits for so many purposes, which are either commercial. When I'm talking of commercial, my friends, I'm talking of they are reared for money, such that we can sell later on. We can also do them at home and other self-benefits. These are some of the benefits of rearing rabbits. Number 1, the meat of rabbits is sold for food. The meat of rabbits is sold for food, and it is very delicious. My friends, the meat of rabbits is sold for food, and it is very delicious. That is point number 1. Let's write point number 2. The fur of rabbits, that is the hair on the skin. The fur of rabbits is made into wool and then woven into clothes. Do you get that? Great. Our point number 3. Many people keep rabbits as pets. Many people keep rabbits as pets. Do you know a pet? Great. Can you remember some of the pets at home? Good. We have the cats, we have the dogs. My friends, even in some countries, some people can even put and keep rats as pets. It is great. So, some people can keep rabbits as pets. That means they are just there to be seen as part of the animals at home. We don't sell them, we don't eat them. They are just there to be seen, such that we love their presence at home. So they are kept as pets. Do you get that? Wow. Point number 4, write it down. Rabbit droppings are used as manure. The rabbit droppings are used as manure. Point number 6. Rabbits are reared for study in biology classes. My friends, as now we are going to continue our studies, when we reach higher levels of education, we will be studying a certain part of science that is called biology. Biology is a part of science that is dealing with the study of plants and animals. That one is biology. Now, sometimes when we rear rabbits, they can be purchased and taken to schools, especially high schools, secondary schools, universities, and other high institutions of learning. When they are taken there, the rabbits are dissected. To dissect means they are cut along. Then the body is opened such that we start studying what is inside the rabbit that we cannot see from outside. And therefore, that is the reason why we say rabbits are also reared for study in biology classes. Do you get that? Great.
Come along and play with us.
Now, my friends, it is so good that even though we eat the rabbits, we keep them as pets, we use the fur, they can still support our learning in our biology lessons. Now, children, we are going to see some of the words and expressions that we have been using in this topic to remind us of what we have been learning. The next step is we are going to see some of the words and expressions that we have been using in this topic to remind us of what we have been learning. Is that clear? Good. Now, the first word is back. A back. Can you remember what a back is? Great. A back is a male rabbit. Write that. A buck is a male rabbit. The second word of the day is a doe. A doe. Can you remember what a doe is? Great. A doe is a female rabbit. A doe is a female rabbit. The third word is coccidiosis. Coccidiosis. What is coccidiosis? Good. This is a series of specific infection diseases caused by parasites. A series of specific infections or infectious diseases caused by parasites on rabbits. We also talked about a hutch. H-U-T-C-H. A hutch. A hutch is a box or a cage, typically with a wire mesh from the front for keeping the rabbit. A hutch is a box or cage, typically with a wire mesh from the front for keeping rabbits. We also talked about litter. A litter. Can you remember what we talked about a litter? Wonderful. A litter is a number of young animals born to an animal at one time. A litter is a number of young animals born to an animal at one time, like the young ones of a rabbit. Rabbits, they rarely give birth to only one. They rarely give birth to one. They give birth to 2, 3, 4, 5. They can give even up to 10 litter. When they are given birth at the same time, they are born at the same time, we call them litters. Is that correct? Good. The other word that we used is a pelt. Are we together? A pelt. What is a pelt? A pelt is the skin of an animal with fur. A pelt is the skin of an animal with fur on it. I hope you have written that one right. The next word that we used is scabies. Scabies. Scabies are a relatively contagious infection caused by a tiny mite in the animals. And sometimes we also have scabies on human beings. and other animals. So, scabies are a relatively contagious infection caused by a tiny mite. Tiny mite means they are mites that we cannot see, but they are on our skin. They are in the skin of some animals. Do you understand that? Great.
Come along and play with us.
Let us continue. The optimum temperature of rabbit hatch should be between 15 degrees Celsius and 20 degrees Celsius. I hope you are getting that one right. That means if it is below 15, that is bad. It is too cold. If it is above 20 degrees Celsius, then it is too hot, and that is also bad for the rabbit. Another one. The size of a female rabbit is comparatively large than a male rabbit of the same age and same breed. The same breed, the same age, but the female rabbit appears larger. Are we together? Good. The breed of rabbits are divided into 3 categories. The breeds of rabbits are divided into 3 categories. I want you to write them down. We say commercial breeds, fancy breeds, and woolly. The commercial breeds, we breed them for the purpose of selling. The fancy, we keep them at home. And the woolly, we keep them for their fur. Do you get that? Great. The last point. Rabbits feed on green leaves. Rabbits feed on green leaves. They feed on vegetables, carrots, beetroots, turnips, and pellets. Children, pellets are manufactured animal feeds. We don't only have pellets for rabbits. We have even pellets for dogs, cats, cows, and any other animals. We buy them from the shops, and then we feed our animals in them. Do you get that one right? Wonderful. We have said rabbits feed on green leaves, vegetables, carrots, beetroots, turnips, and pellets. And we have said pellets are manufactured animal feeds. Children, it is very, very important that we have looked into some of the words and some of the expressions that we have been using when we were talking about keeping, feeding, and caring of rabbits. It is very good, and I hope you have taken much of the notes. Is that clear? Wonderful. Children, that will mark the end of our lesson today. I hope to meet you in the next radio lesson. Bye-bye.
Goodbye, 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 teacher. Goodbye, children. See you next time. Goodbye.